All right, action.
Hello, I'm Gracie. I'm going to show you a handstand. It's a handstand practice. Here it is. Ow! You don't think you're watching it. Bye.
No, you're stinky.
I want to show you how fast I can play piano.
Say hi.
It's weird to you. It's weird around the room.
What?
This is the red dot right there, okay? You can see. And then
It still gets me a little bit, but it is so awesome to be able to go through these videos without losing my shit and breaking down and crying and having panic attacks. It is like so much fun. And as luck would have it, I put that together on one of my off days, and I came across a video that I hadn't seen in a while. Do you remember the laser fields? The laser fields? So, one of my favorites. I say that all the time, don't I? Yeah, well, I have a lot of favorites. Everything's my favorite. It's a good time. Remember? Well, in a second.
Right, with no equipment, no rope.
So you had an off day from school,
How did you get by the laser field in the Great Hall?
and Ocean's 12 was on.
Aha. The laser fields. Well,
And you saw this scene. Mom loves this scene too. It's a great scene. And then you're like, I want to do that. So I was like, all right, let's do it. Went and got some red yarn at Walmart. Came back to the house. And had you guys get in like athletic outfits. That was my direction to you. Get in athletic outfits. Set up the cameras. We spent like 2 hours doing this. And this is how we spent our day. It is one of the most cherished memories I have. You can't see outside, but it's a snow day. I remember driving to Walmart going, should I even be driving right now? You hit the laser. Muffin, you hit the laser. That was pretty good. Oh, I'm gonna get teary-eyed. So, yeah, I came across the laser fields. I hadn't seen that one in a while. And as luck would have it, I was on an overnight, and I hadn't seen that movie, Ocean's 12. I had not seen that movie, I don't know, 5 years, 6 years, whatever it is. The night before, I had just looked at that video, and then there's a thing. It's a great video if you ever want to watch it. It's called I don't remember what it's called, but it's about what's called synchronicities. And you got to bear with me when I watch these videos. It's a flood of emotions, thoughts, memories, emotions, and so composing my thoughts for the camera, it can be tough. It can be mildly difficult. But synchronicities are, what's the best way to describe it? It is, or they are, our inner mind interacting with our consciousness, interacting with the universe and creating things around us. The most simple way to describe it, and this might have happened to you. If it hasn't happened to you yet, it will. You will think of somebody you haven't thought of in a while, and then all of a sudden you get a text message from that person, or they call you, or they show up, or you run into them. But it's our consciousness. That's the theory. I subscribe to it. Not everybody does. Some people think that, no, reality is just reality. We don't have anything to do with it. No, I happen to believe we 100% create our realities. I've seen it too many times to not believe that. Anyway, if you ask me, that was a synchronicity. So, yeah. Oh, good times. And then the twins video, I love that one with two Amy's. You saw somebody on YouTube with a twin. You're like, how'd they do that? I'm like, I'll show you. Come here. Oh, oof, great times. So, hey girls. August 31st, 2025. Just checking in on you, as the great Bill Burr says. What's going on? What's going on these days? I don't know. Not much is going on. The only thing that's going on right now, I was just outside, like, organizing my trash, because I've missed trash day not once, but 2 times now. 2 weeks in a row I've missed trash, and I have nowhere to put trash anymore. So I've just got bags of trash in the garage. Grown-up problems. Tomorrow's trash day, or day after tomorrow. This is why I miss trash, because I don't know what day it is, and I don't know what day trash day is. I think it's Tuesday. I have a reminder on my calendar to remind me of when trash day is, because Dad forgets things. Oh, we'll get the trash squared away. Like I said, a ton of emotions and thoughts and memories. Just, it's like a tidal wave that just comes over me. And it's fun going through them and piecing that intro together. So, didn't have much of a plan today, though. What's been going on? Not much. And I like it that way. Working, flying. Oh. One of those things about the videos, one of the things I don't like is seeing the me from about 2017, 2018 on. And I know this sounds like a cop-out. It's not a cop-out. This is the reality of it. When the depression kicked in, I see that person that looks like me, and I know it's not me. It's frustrating. It's extremely frustrating, because I'm like, who the F is that? And that's the person that I allowed to show up and start running my life. I equated a lot of times, and you've probably heard me say this, I was tired of driving the car, so I let somebody else take over, and I was just sitting in the back seat going, don't know what's going on, don't know what's happening. But that evil energy that I talk about occasionally had taken over. And it's really, really tough to watch that. I don't like seeing that guy. This is me. It's fantastic to be me. Where was I going with that? Where the hell was I going with that? Oh! I got paired up with someone who is going from... He hasn't been a co-pilot at our company, but he was a co-pilot and supposedly a captain at another company. This is my therapy session here with you because this is frustrating for me, and I'm actually debating on what to do about this. I got paired up with this guy, and within 5 minutes, I can see this guy's anxiety is off the charts. He doesn't actually pay attention to things people are saying to him. His mind is doing other things. And he's all over the place with what he talks about. He's super fidgety. He won't stop moving. He just says random shit all the time, just to fill the void. Can't deal with silence. And you know what? I didn't like it because it reminds me of that guy that took over me. Just saying stupid shit. Mild insults to people, like, what the fuck did you say to me? You know, no social awareness, no awareness of the people around him. Just kind of in his own world and kind of an a-hole. And I'm being mild about that. So I say supposedly a captain because, like me back then, I was creating fantasies. Nope, that's not happening. No, this isn't happening. Everything's fine. No, everything's good. And we had this flight together, our second flight. The first time I flew. Second time he flew. And it was a disaster. I mean, we didn't crash. But as far as a professional pilot level type flying, it wasn't anywhere near it. I would not let you guys, mom, anybody I know on an airplane with this person. And we land, and what does he say? When I say to him, okay, let's do it, we always do a debrief. We debrief the flight and talk about how it went, what went well, what went poorly. And his debrief was literally, yeah, I think that went well. Now, he didn't actually think it went well. He knew it was horrible, but what he was doing was trying to do the Jedi mind trick on me, like, everything went well. There's no reason for you to be concerned. Oh, yeah, no. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go inside. You go ahead, close up the airplane, and I'll meet you inside. When we got inside, I professionally laid into him and was like, don't do that to me again. Don't try and BS me. We had a sit-down talk, and then I started asking him questions. Okay, where did you get this rating? Where did you get that rating? How many hours did it take? How many check rides have you failed? And I started piecing things together. And then he said he had done his one of his higher level check rides. A check ride is a pilot test. Those are the tests we take to either get a rating or to maintain our currency, to maintain proficiency. And he dropped a name and said, yeah, I did my check ride with so-and-so. Really? That's interesting. Because I know so-and-so. At first I didn't tell him, though. I let him tell me more information. And I let him dig his hole. And then I went, yeah, all right, I'll be back. Went off and did my thing, and I texted so-and-so, the person I know. I said, hey, I got a guy here who says he did his check ride with you. You know about him? I have concerns. The problem with him saying that he did a check ride with this guy was that this person, and I know I'm not using names here to protect the innocent, but the short version is there's no way that person could have done his check ride because of a conflict of interest. And he goes, no, the guy that I called, my friend. I said, hey, he did a check ride with you. No, he was one of my instructors, meaning the guy that I know was the lead instructor, and this guy that I'm now flying with is one of his employees. He's serving as an instructor under the person I know. And he says, yeah, we had to fire him for unprofessional conduct. Tell me more. What do you mean? Oh, we found out that he was falsifying his records and giving himself more hours and more experience than he had. And I went, yeah, don't say. So I dug deeper, and anyway, it's something that's weighing on me because this is a serious thing. You can get jail time, prison time for falsifying your pilot logbook, your flying records. That's a felony. It's a federal offense. And it really looks like this guy did that. I got to figure out how to handle it. Now, I'm glad to be able to say that because the previous me, the 2017 through 2021 dad, would have, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him and I'm going to teach him a lesson. No, it's been about 4 days now, and there's no reason to go jumping down any rabbit holes or, but I'm trying to decide how to handle that because, one, if he is falsifying records, well, he can't be flying, our jets. And two, if he is falsifying records, he could go to jail, depending on how badly he's falsified these things. If it's just an error, it's not a big deal. They'll tell you to correct it. But if they see that you've been, falsifying your records to give yourself more experience so you make more money and get better jobs, oh, you're screwed. You're hosed. You're not flying ever again. Anyway, so I got to figure out how to deal with that one. I don't want to send anybody to jail, but I guess I didn't, or I won't, will I? He will have done that to himself. Oh, and then the other thing, as I was telling you that story, I was thinking about another person. I have I have a few female friends, but I have one in particular that is struggling, and yes, she's a friend, like an actual friend. She's struggling to find somebody to be her partner. She's divorced. 3 kids. And I got a message from her the other day, literally, what am I doing wrong? I guess she went on a date with somebody and then got ghosted. And that's just happening a lot to women. A lot. And the thing is, with women, nobody tells them what they're doing wrong. Yes, they do. No, they actually don't. Yes, they do. My life is so difficult because everyone tells me I'm wrong all the time and I hate it. No, they don't tell you what's wrong because you start doing that and then people just go, you know what? I am not going to engage with this nonsense. What? Let's see how fast I can pull. Nah, I'm not. You know what? I got to plan these out a little bit better. But the point of these is I'm just ranting. Hence, Dad is ranting again. Somebody said it best. It's Tom Segura is a comedian. We really not gonna you're not gonna show it to me? Okay. You're being a pain in the ass, aren't you? Well, we'll go with TikTok then. I was going YouTube, and I'm gonna go TikTok. How do you unmute this thing? Freaking TikTok, man. I can't figure it out. Is there an unmute button? Oh, there it is. Sorry, it's behind the camera. So, Tom Segura and his wife, back on track here. Tom Segura and his wife, Christina Pazitsky, two comedians, they do a podcast together where they just banter back and forth. And he just lets her have it. So...
really fat.
You guys are not, you're not built like us. Guys can say shit to each other, and guys are like, yeah, you know what, you're right. I gotta fucking get my shit together. And women are just weak. So you say something, women are fragile. And here's the, they're also, you're, no, fucking stupid. Well, here's the thing, there's a lot of truth to that. Women are, women are weaker and dumber than men.
Weaker and dumb, or emotionally intelligent?
No. Women, in a lot of ways, you could just say women are pathetic. And so, when you have to speak honestly, you have to talk to a woman like you would a child. Hey, you know, sugar and a lot of carbs, they actually aren't that good for you.
So, he makes a broad generalization there, and I think he's going to the extreme as a, just for comedic sake. He's just trying to be funny. Pull it together, Dad.
Men don't care, because I'm one of you, and you know. Like, if I say guys jerk off to basketball games, you're like, some of us. For sure. Right? But if I say anything, even remotely critical about women, people would get really mad. Watch. Ladies, I love you. Some of my favorite people.
100%.
But let's be honest. You don't invent a lot of shit. Ooh, feel that? Yeah! That's some ride-home arguments in the air. Right? You can feel the tension. No, you were laughing. It's not funny. You were fucking laughing. It's sexist. No, he makes fun of men first so he can make fun of women later, you fucking moron. Oh my God, you don't even know comedy. You don't even know what you like. Drop me off. Just fucking drop me off. Just drop me off.
All right. So, now that we've established that, because if I just say it, well, I'm going to get the same reaction that Rogan's going to get. Oh my God, can you believe what he said? Let me get my glasses on. I'm going to get my glasses. We're going to file a motion. Oh. I'm not fragile. I'm going to file a motion and a petition. Yeah. So, all right, I got to pull it together. Pull it together. Jeez. So this person who texted me, "What am I doing wrong?" Well, my initial thought was to be like, "Well, I know exactly what you're doing wrong because I do." But then I reeled it back in, and I went, "Can't tell you." I didn't say that to her. I'm just thinking to myself, like, I can't tell her she's too fragile. And she's going to throw a tantrum and then get mad at me. It's just this, where's the rage? And not all women are like that. That's what I was getting at earlier. Not all women are like that. And I'm trying to make it with these videos so you're not like that and angry at the world. But there's a lot of women out there who are just angry at the world, and they just find places to direct that anger. A lot of them become divorce attorneys. So, I'm cracking myself up today. I'm going to file another motion, get my glasses. But, so I ended up not telling her. And I probably won't, because I don't want the headache. Because she's on the friendship scale, she's probably like a 6. We just keep in touch. And I thought to myself, well, there's a lot of women out there who don't know what they're doing wrong. So, I came up with a list on my phone. Who texted me? No. My Australian friend, Ryan. Okay, so, dating advice, because you're going to need it from a man's perspective. Rule number... Hold on. Oh. Ryan Giles. There's literally no one on the planet that's going to get that joke. But it's funny to me. Anyway. Mom would get that joke. Mom would get that joke. Rule number 1. And I see this happen all the time. All the time. I'm going to give you an example. When I was flying for the airlines, there's 2 pilots, 2 flight attendants, and I'm flying with this brand new first officer. Brand new. Never flown a jet before. And we land somewhere in Texas, get out of the airplane, head to the hotel, but we're waiting for the hotel van right outside the airport. And this one flight attendant, who's permanently single, she's never finding a man because she just doesn't get it. She starts interrogating this FO. How old are you? Where are you from? Are you married? Oh, you have a girlfriend. Have you proposed? Are you going to propose? What kind of ring are you going to get? Does she know? It's just question after question after question after question after question. That's not a conversation. That's not 2 people interacting normally. And I see this happen on dates where the woman specifically, sometimes men do this, but the woman specifically will just go all out, just met the person, and then they got a laundry list of questions. Okay, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What about your kids? What do you expect of me? What do you get? This and that. Okay, now tell me this. Now tell me this. And it's just, the guy's sitting there kind of going, I just wanted to sit down and have a dinner and talk. Now you're just interrogating me. It is so important for women to understand the differentiation between a conversation and just sitting there and putting the light on somebody. And where were you last Saturday? It's mind-blowing that they haven't picked up on that. Don't do that. Just talk. Now, I get it. Because women say, well, I want to know who I'm dating. Well, that's the point of dating, is you will find out. Otherwise, the dating apps will just have a questionnaire that the men fill out. Which some do, apparently. I don't know. You date somebody just to get to know them. You go on a date, get to know them that night. You go to the park, you go to Balboa Park, you go to the Midway, whatever. You get what I'm saying? And through those interactions, you find out about that person. And then, on night 1, you don't. When's your birthday? I mean, I guess you could ask them their birthday. Don't not ask questions, but don't just sit there. Share things about you. Let him ask a question. Just a conversation. That's normal. All right. No interrogations. Rule 1. Rule number 2 goes along with the interrogations, but because the interrogations are always about the past. Tell me about your past. Oh my God, you did this? How many women have you been with? And the guy's going to be like, she's still freaking going. And he's just looking, hey, can I get the check? I need to get the hell out of here. Never judge, not just anybody you date, but never judge anybody by their past. You don't know what they've been through. Everybody's life story is wild with an H in there. Just let the past, like I said, let the past be the past and look at the person who's sitting in front of you right now. Now, if they try and hide the past, problem. If they try and distort the past, no, that didn't happen. Well, I know it did. I mean, you were married. Anyway, if they distort the past, red flag. They don't want to talk about the past, red flag. But don't just sit there and judge them and go, oh my God, well, this happened to you? No, I can't be with you because in 1998 you did this with my glasses. Substantiated. By the way, never call yourself a professional. Any woman who refers to herself as a professional is permanently single. That's another thing. And it goes along with it. Men don't give two shits about your profession. They don't. A lot of women will talk about their career. And, oops. It's this competition thing because men don't care, but are women like in competition with each other about their career? Because men don't give a rat's you know what. It's funny, I won't say ass, but you won't believe me.
About your job, how much you make. I told you. Men don't care. Men don't care about your job, how much you make. I told you a million times they will date a waitress at Applebee's, making a waitress at Applebee's salary over a corporate executive if the waitress at Applebee's has a great personality and is really nice and simple and fun and uncomplicated and makes their life easier, not harder, and wants to fulfill more feminine duties and wants to live in their feminine more. They will be drawn to that woman way more than the corporate woman who kind of been masculinized and sounds like a man. They don't need it.
Yeah. Do you think any man wants to be with a professional woman who's going to file motions and petitions and is going to get orders? No! Get that thing away from me. Get that away from me. Go get more cats. Go get more cats. You're going to need them. So the career thing, nobody cares. Men are perfectly content with no career, stay-at-home mom, or president of the United States. We don't care. The spectrum is that wide. So there's no need to focus on that. And don't focus on his career either. Try and get a sense as to whether or not he's trying to better himself. What you don't want is a guy who graduates San Diego State, gets a job at Travelers Insurance at 24 years old, and then just sits there his entire life and wears a toupee. You don't want that guy. That guy is an absolute bum. You want somebody who's constantly improving themselves to be a better man. That's the job of a man. And any men watching, that's your job. Get better. Don't care how good you are. Get better. To sit there and think, oh, I've done enough now. No, you haven't. Keep going. You have a wife and kids to take care of. Keep going. And if you get lazy, I'm going to get emotional about that one because I've said it 1,000 times. I don't know if I've said it on camera. The downfall of our society is weak men. Those weak men that wear toupees, those are the downfall of our society. They're just what we refer to as betas. I'm sure you've heard that term. Oh, you can tell Dad's worked up now. Yeah, I don't like those men. They drag down the men that are actually trying to accomplish things. because they don't want this. They're basically females. Those men are basically females. Any man who worries that much about his hair is really like gonna drag down men so he doesn't look as bad. Or men that wear dusters. Watch out for that one. So. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. I'm cracking myself up today. So yeah, make sure they're motivated. If he's stagnant, no go. I'm proud of the motivation you guys gave me. Again, before you were even born, you guys gave me motivation. Progressing, through college and then into flight school and instructor school and flying the way that I did, giving that up, motivated to actually, hey, I'll give it all up. I'll do what's needed. I'm proud of that. Going and getting my master's, becoming a nutritionist, becoming a personal trainer. Nothing is ever good enough because I love you guys that much that I'm just like, I gotta keep going for the betterment of Muffin and Monkey. Now you can't see it. Might move that picture down. A real man focuses on his family, specifically his kids. Because men, if you haven't noticed, men are the only family members that are expendable. Fathers are the only family members that are expendable. They're the only ones that will be kicked out of a family, which is wild, but that's the way it is. So some wives don't want their husbands around, but still got to take care of the kids. There's a great line. I think I've shown this to you before, so bear with me. But Breaking Bad.
Yes, he's using a
excellent.
gorilla
Will
pillow.
you
How can you tell?
stop with the ads? This is how they get you to get that YouTube Pro or whatever. Walter White, the main character, is so concerned about his family that he decides he's going to start breaking the law.
Sorry. The answer is still no.
And he's going to make drugs to provide for his family. That's the conundrum.
I have made a series of very bad decisions, and I cannot make another one.
Why did you make these decisions?
For the good of my family.
Then they weren't bad decisions. What does a man do, Walter? A man provides for his family. This costs me my family.
This one hits.
When you have children, you always have family. They will always be your priority, your responsibility.
Yeah.
And a man provides.
A real man wrote this.
And he does it even when he's not appreciated, or respected, or even loved. He simply bears up, and he does it.
True story.
Because he's a man.
Look for that in a man. Just, again, don't interrogate him. Hey, yeah, what do you got going on tomorrow? If it's constantly video games and it's constantly I'm gonna go drive my RC car, or I'm gonna go break boards or check on my toupee. Yeah, no. I'm gonna send an invoice to my daughter about how much money she owes me. Yeah, no, not that guy. Yeah, dad's emotional. A skosh. Find a man who's thinking, I gotta take care of my wife and kids, or my kids, maybe you, whatever. Someone who's motivated to care for somebody. Someone who loves his kids more than he loves himself. That makes sense? Kind of, yeah. That's a big one for me because, yeah, the downfall of our society is weak men and men who are being kicked out of their families. Again, you're not going to see a son being kicked out of the family and being told, no, you can never see your family again. You're not going to see a mom. I guess these days, okay, yeah, occasionally you might. That mom would have had to done some pretty serious things. But a dad, 100%. Kick him out. We don't need him. If you ask me, that's how, again, I'm entitled to my opinion. That's how the devil is destroying the evil one, evil spirits, destroying our society, is by kicking the strong men out and getting the weak men to go, yeah, no, you did the right thing. No, don't call him. Don't call him. I wear glasses too. These weak men, the ones that shave their heads and try to look like bikers with dusters, those weak men will try and drag the strong men down. I'm emotional about it. Anyway, back on track. Oof. A lot of emotions today. Oh, but good ones. Good ones. So, anyway. Oh, any more notes? I'm thinking about the similarities. If you see a guy with a bald head and a goatee, it's a red flag. He either might be a legit badass, but probably he's kind of a bitch. And that just goes for some reason. I don't know what it is. It's true. You'll see. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, with regard to the past. Because I know she's done this. I'm referring to my friend. She's trying to alter her own past. I'm saying, no. I haven't slept with that many people. That's one thing. And men can tell when women are lying about that. I picked up on it. Because, do you think they don't want to date me because of my body count? I'm like, I don't know. What's your body count? Oh, well, I mean, just a few. Or I can't remember the verbiage she used. You know, when she had to go, just a few. She's making it up. I can see it. Women know exactly how many men they've been with, to the decimal point. They know it. We know they know. Just if he asks, it's a pretty personal question, and he shouldn't be asking on the first date. But if he asks, this many. And then if he can't deal with your past, you don't want that guy anyway. So. Yeah. Grown up talk. Truth be told, I'm also a little bit emotional because I found something out. You know what? We're going to leave that until next time. We're going to leave that one until next time. But found out something that is highly annoying to me. Just annoying. It's like, come on. That kind of annoying, like, are you really going to behave like this? But gotta roll with it. I gotta think about the future for you guys. Like, for example, I have to go care for the house that I bought you. So I gotta go mow and I gotta go find something to do with that damn trash. I might run over to the dumpster and do some illegal dumping. Giggity. Yeah. Anyway, that's that. It is, like I said, so much fun to be able to go through these videos and relive those memories. Something told me as many videos and pictures, and I haven't even scratched the surface of the folders. But yeah. No. We're going to leave it till next time. I don't want to talk about it right now. I don't. We'll talk about it later. Tune in next time in 2 weeks. So I got to go to work tomorrow, a day early. Why? Because my daughters need me to. They need me to go make money. To provide for the future. Yeah. And I won't hand them an invoice. Okay. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up, girls. That kind of love. That love that the guy was talking about there on Breaking Bad. You do that kind of love no matter what you get in return. If you can ever experience that, where you will do something painful for somebody else and not expect anything in return, that's genuine love. I was able to find that, and I'm eternally grateful for it. People have asked me, like, aren't you mad at her? No, I'm not mad at her at all. Like, I got the experience that you see in all those videos because of, anyway, it was phenomenal, and it made me me. Depression's a son of a gun, though. It'll watch out for that one. But just remember, Dad loves you guys more than you can possibly imagine. Now you go out. I gave you that love. You go out. Love one another in the same way I love you. I will be thinking about you and probably have some synchronicities happen over the next week and a half. I love you guys.